Mike's Daily Podcast.
To those of you who have never heard this podcast before, I think you've tuned in on an excellent one. Good choice. Good choice to you. Because this is the first one for this year. My name is Mike Matthews. We're broadcasting from Cafe Anyway, located somewhere in Podcastro Valleyton. Today, I have an interview with an old friend.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
She's an amazing singer-songwriter, very talented. And we also hear from Chely Shoehart, Floyd the Floorman.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
And you're the engineer. So I'm so excited because I get to talk to here on the show someone. I'm going to do it now. Yeah, I want to talk to someone named IRENE Pena here at the beginning of 2017. I can't believe it's a new year and it's got a 7 in it. That's cool.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
And when I write my 7s, I put a cross through it because I'm frickin' from Europe.
Mike's Daily
My mom is.
Podcast.
But she made the mistake of taking me to Europe when I was a kid because she's German and she wanted to show her new baby to look who just walked in to her parents. And while I was there, I saw people wrote 7 with a slash through the middle, and I said, damn it, I'm gonna do that too. And now I've done it my whole life. Look who just walked in. Oh my god, he's a Chely Shoehart gift shop supervisor. That was an interesting story. You're gonna talk to IRENE Pena? Yeah, your favorite person. I love IRENE Pena. Seems like so cool. Yes, and we actually talked about you. But look who else walked in. Hello, Mike. This is Floyd the Floorman. And this is John Deere, the engineer. Please continue your thought, Mike. We didn't mean to interrupt you. That's all right. I get interrupted all the time. Mike Matthews? Yes. Continue your story. You can hear the entire interview. Oh, whoa.
And here's today's podcast picture.
I think this picture is cool for the new year because it shows sort of the sun and the horizon and the powerfulness of nature and the East Bay. And what am I talking about? You can see that picture at mikesdailypodcast.com. It's from 5 Canyons in Podcastro Valley, where the show hails from. And you can also support the show at mikesdailypodcast.com. There's links to Amazon. If you're going to buy anything on Amazon, click on that first, and that helps us out. There's also the PayPal. Now, IRENE Pena's got a Patreon campaign going. Patreon.com/IRENE Pena, and her Facebook is facebook.com/IRENE Pena Music. Now, this whole interview originally was an hour long. I had to chop it down. I also had to chop down my little echoey parts because she was listening to me through a Bluetooth speaker. But here, without any further ado, into an interview.
Good morning, Mr. Matthews.
Hello, all you people tuning in live here on New Year's Eve Day, 2016. I can't wait to tell 2016 to suck it.
Did everybody hear that? Michael Matthews was like 2016 to suck it.
It was a crazy year. I didn't like the George Michael dying at the end of the year. That was horrible.
Yeah, we've had some horribleness.
Tell us all about your new album, IRENE Pena.
Okay. I will tell you all about it. The true news is that there's not much to say about the new album.
You somehow made a single, though.
It's a little bit cheaper, a little bit easier to do digital distribution of a single. It still costs money, which I would love to regain, but I really wanted to get the music out. So the music is slowly being delivered to folks by digital download. The first single off of the hopefully upcoming CD, if I can afford it, was Must Have Been Good, which was distributed on December 1st.
Can I play it on my podcast?
You can totally play it on your podcast.
I can't remember your name. It must have been good. It must have been good.
What was the inspiration for that song we just heard on the podcast called Must Have Been Good?
The inspiration behind that at its root was me having a very bad memory. I know that sounds like really deep, but if you listen through some of the lyrics, it'll be like, I can't remember your name. It's all pretty literal. Mm-hmm. But at the root of it, I just have a very bad memory.
It's a bad memory. Not that it was a bad memory that you remember and go, oh, cringeworthy. It's just you can't remember it.
Actually, I believe... So I have, like, the original scrap paper of, like, when I wrote all my songs, and I found the original scrap paper for Must Have Been Good, which is worth so much. If you would just join Patreon and subscribe, you can get a copy of that scrap of paper. But I did remember that there were some bad memories involved in the writing of that song, but I think ultimately, when all is said and done, the fact that I can't remember this person's name actually, in the end, is really good, because, you know, I've grown past whatever was so terrible, and it's not as terrible as I made it out to be. And
it was you guys?
You're not asking the right questions, Mike.
Oh, is that when someone's saying?
Yeah.
God, I hate Facebook.
You know what? You might need to tune into the broadcast, because it's pretty funny on this end.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, I have to go. I have to run into the other room. I have it on in the other room.
No, don't. No, you'll catch up on it later, and you'll be like, wow, that was extremely funny.
How's the songwriting process changed since you've become a mother?
How has this? Oh, that is a great question.
See? Facebook people in your face, Facebook people.
I think Zuckerberg heard you.
Everyone heard me. I was loud.
Yeah. Well, you're on a Bluetooth speaker. It's pretty amazing.
Oh, thank you, Bluetooth.
And I keep looking at the speaker, like as if it's you, so that it is very strange. Songwriting has changed a little bit, the process, because I have to do it at different times. So I can imagine a time in the year 2000, whatever, early 2000s, where I would just like start writing at 11 p.m. and finish a song by 5 a.m. and then record it onto some digital device and track it and then have it ready for like first listening.
Dang.
That doesn't happen now. So then, you know, I have a lot of late night ideas that could come to fruition overnight and into the wee morning hours, and then I'd go to work like really, really not functional. But now it's not a bad process. It's just more planned. So I have chunks of time that are dead set for, okay, right now I'm writing all my ideas down for what I think this song is going to be. And now it's playtime. And now, and after playtime, I might record a few tracks. But now it's time to eat bicycles.
Eat bicycles?
Right. She has a dish. Her name is Evelyn, by the way.
Evelyn!
She has a dish that we call ricicles. It's actually just baby rice that's mixed with some sort of protein mush.
Oh.
So I call them ricicles. I'm sure that
sounds yummy.
I mean, I would love to say that these singles that are available right now were like one-take wonders. It's just not true. And I hire people to push all the buttons that make me sound like magic.
Who's helping you with the recording process?
Oh my gosh, I've had so much help, which I'm glad you're asking, but mainly... so there's the musician side and the engineering side, as you know. And on the engineering side, Mr. Don Farwell of Earwig Studios really was the mastermind behind making these two new singles, Must Have Been Good and Pieces of You. Really, the sound that you're hearing is really because of his mastery. So the songs were engineered by him, and mastered by Chris Hanzek.
Let's listen to Pieces of You right now, and we'll talk about it afterwards.
Wait, can I say something?
Oh, go ahead.
I just want to say that this is the first time that Pieces of You is going to be heard by anybody else than my Patreon patrons.
Oh, wait, am I allowed to play it?
You're totally allowed to. You are getting the first play of Pieces of You.
Woohoo! Yay!
I wish there was a hand clap button on Facebook. I would push it right now.
Mark Zuckerberg, work on that.
There used to be a time not so very long ago where I wasn't of these pieces of me.
So that song is great. It's called Pieces of You. Tell me, how did it come about, Irene Pena?
I will tell you. Oh my gosh, I totally thought I was going to cut down the amount of giggling.
You haven't giggled that much.
I'm sorry, world. I just giggle. Okay, Pieces of You. Pieces of You is a song that I got to collaborate with Hillary Burton on. And you have interviewed Hillary before.
Yeah, she was with New Shoe back then.
She's working hard. She's in a band called Honey Chain. She's the front person of Honey Chain, and she's also the drummer for the Pandoras.
Oh, okay. So you worked with her on this song.
Yeah, so somewhere in between the time that she and I met and now, she reached out to me and kind of sent me a sketch of a song, of an idea, and said, "Hey, do you need any / want any material to release?" And I was like, yes, I do. I would love to work on a song with you. And so finally, after years of me going back and forth about ideas and being able to afford studio time and everything like that, this song is the culmination of her ideas, my ideas, her ideas in LA, my ideas in Seattle, and there is the song.
And does your daughter, Evelyn, show any musical prowess?
She dances. She hangs out with the bands while we're rehearsing down here sometimes. So.
Aw, must be so cute when she dances.
Everything is cute. Her poop is cute. Like, I mean, I don't know. I'm biased.
I guess so.
Oh my God.
Thank you. Go ahead.
What? No, I was just thanking you for inviting me to do another one of these crazy interviews. This is the most amazing podcast on earth. Oh, what is it? What was it? It was the last place on earth.
That's right. It used to be called The Last Place on Earth.
I can't say that. Sorry, guys. That was a flashback to his other podcast. Okay, here we go. Ready? Irene Pena's favorite podcast right now is Mike's Daily Podcast. Thank you for tuning in.
Perfect. All right, here, I'll hit stop so that I can say. I think Irene Pena is the only one that remembers I did a podcast called The Last Place on Earth. We're still at the last place. Cafe Anyway is still at the last place on Earth, but I don't call the show it that anymore. But I think if you do a Google search, you can still find an old episode of it. But yeah, so Mike here has been podcasting for now? This year will be my 8th year podcasting. Irene Pena and I go way back, and it was so fun to talk to her. You can hear the entire interview that we did on Facebook. She was doing the Facebook Live thing, and that is up on Facebook, facebook.com/Irene Pena Music, and help her out with the Patreon, patreon.com/Irene Pena. And I will see you very soon. The next show, we will have Benita, the Disgruntled Fiddle Player, and the Brewmaster. I hope 2017 is super awesome for you. I'm going to have a cold this week. I can already tell. I'm like starting to feel it in my sinuses and whatnot. So I don't know if I'm going to have any shows the rest of the week. We'll see. I'll try and keep it daily, as the name implies. But thanks for tuning in, and I will talk to you soon. Mike! Yes, Floyd? Can we take the Christmas decorations down now? No, don't take I like them up. They're cool. Keep them up all year. Mike, we have to take them down now. All right, John Deere, the engineer, take them down. Mike Matthews have a snow globe. No, it's okay.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at mikesdailypodcast.com.
Email Mike now at mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com.
See you tomorrow. Bye!